Michael's staring off into the distance. I'm curious.
Yeah.
What's
we-
he got?
The monkey
Do we
hands
do
out.
we have an intro in there?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Let's try one more time.
All right.
Danielle.
Yeah.
It's just, you have a name, and you have a name, and I have a name.
Danielle. Michael. Steven.
It's Monkey Monday.
It's Crazy Monkey Monday. I feel like we should be selling used cars like outside on a lot.
Welcome to every film of the book. It's Crazy Monkey Monday.
Monkey Monday.
Would you like to buy a Mazda?
On Monkey Monday. 0% APR for the first 6 months.
And get a free monkey.
Show up with a banana and we will give you a monkey.
Can you even legally own monkeys in the United States?
The movie was almost bad as the commercials.
It's Manic Michael with Monkey Monday.
We didn't like it. Credits.
Oh,
We don't have back to regular exit music.
Oh, fuck. I forgot what our theme song sounded like. It's been
We
summer
can.
for so long.
We haven't hummed it for 8 months.
I know. It's been crazy.
It's Monkey Monday. Monkey There's words to it now.
And welcome to Every Film in the Book, where this week we are talking about monkeys.
Yes. We are back to normal, if you couldn't tell by Danielle's humming.
Back to normal for us.
Normal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Steve still has a pumpkin out, so and Michael's summer glass, but whatever.
Summer glass. So where we were, where we're
Where
headed,
we're headed.
where
Yeah.
we are. Very
We're
plain.
neutral right
vanilla.
now, and then we're heading to Halloween.
Yeah. So we got one kind of in between episode here.
Yeah.
The tweener. We got the tweener.
This was literally us just like, well, we can't do spooky movies just yet.
And we just
Right.
did summer movies, so we need something in between this.
Yeah.
And it's a monkey movie that's not King Kong or Outbreak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take it. There was no CGI.
No viruses to
I like
speak
it.
of either.
Oh, yeah. See, that would have been topical.
The medical emergencies were
Ooh.
minor.
But yeah, I mean, it's always fun to watch a, I guess you could say John Wick-like movie, similar category of just, it's not full action necessarily because you got a little bit of that.
A lot of
It was a-
backstory.
It was a heavy action film with I don't know if it was like a lot of backstory or
A little bit of
did you
drama.
just see it the
Yeah.
whole like they didn't
Yeah, there was... all right, I totally get
you
where
know,
you're at.
it
but
felt like backstory,
it
but
was-
it didn't matter at all.
It's because they showed the same flashback every fucking time.
Oh, it's a kid.
Yeah, they referenced
something's
the
on fire behind
backstory. So it's like when you see the flashback 7 times and then you finally get the explanation of what happened, it's like, I fucking pieced this
we get
together 2 times ago.
So basically, we're gonna jump right into this, I guess, because we
Sorry.
are already ranting here.
Yeah, no. Well, I really wanted to see this. I like the Dev Patel guy.
Yeah.
I liked
First
him in-
time we saw it.
Yeah, it was our first time going into it. I saw a lot of trailers, and with Jordan Peele kind of producing this, I
Well,
thought it
he-
was going to be a little bit...
Well, he jumped in. I read that he saw it somewhere after it had got shelved by Netflix because they weren't sure if that heavy violence would do well for their Indian audience.
Oh,
That's what I read.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true or not. I don't give a shit. But
I
that's-
thought they
that's what I
did
read.
some pretty hardcore action stuff.
Yeah, like the fist fighting was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stylized and kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
some
it-
pretty cool shit though.
And the main storyline of kid who, you know, grows into this monkey man persona, that's all well and good. But then just the other side plot of, oh yeah, there's also like this election going on and there's some evil people who he's sort of trying to take them down, but really he's just getting vengeance for one specific scenario.
Yeah.
So.
And it benefits him personally because it's his personal vendetta that just happens to help.
Yeah, like they combined the two problems and they just made it so he's the hero because he's solving his own problems, but incidentally kind of helping out the world.
They also could have put a second monkey man.
There
a rival monkey man?
No, that'll be the
ape?
sequel, Too Monkey, Too Furious.
Well, it could have been an ape man, you know? Ape against the monkey.
No, that'll be for the third one when his dad gets introduced
just
as
some,
Gorilla Man.
Huge
Gorilla Man.
Bulky dude.
Chimpanzee Man is heckling the whole time. Orangutan Man is the judge.
Where's Baboon Man?
Baboon?
Yeah, I want him.
I don't know if they're that closely related.
Damn it. All right. I don't know that much about
Well, we
about
like
animals. I'm sorry.
We like to have accurate biology for our metaphors.
Yeah, but so this movie, like we were saying, is a lot of flashbacks, and it's a lot of almost unnecessary dialogue.
You want to hear me fix this movie?
Yeah, I would love it because I don't know where to go.
It's going to take 15 seconds.
Okay.
So take a page out of Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone's book.
Yeah.
Your backstory is 3 sentences when you get a minute of no one shooting at you.
Okay.
That's all they had to do. What happened? They killed my mother when I was young, and now I'm strong enough.
Right.
Yeah.
It's done.
I mean, I guess what they were trying to say was that he was suppressing his memory of this a little bit.
Well,
like he knew that there was trauma. Yeah, so part of him becoming the Monkey Man was him dealing with his trauma and like remembering what happened, I guess.
Well, let me ask
this. But it was very drawn out. It was very drawn out.
Is there a supernatural aspect to this?
I think
was he reborn into the Monkey Man? Because that's kind of what the monk guy was leading on.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of stuff based in their spirituality.
Right.
Like I don't think
it was a spiritual rebirth, not so much a physical transformation.
Oh, so he didn't get like powers or anything.
No.
It was just kind of like a metaphorical reawakening.
I don't know what powers he would have got.
And I think
because they picked monkey, like
super.
They have thumbs too, so we could do all the same shit pretty much.
He can climb trees really well.
In the middle of the city, one of the largest cities on the planet.
I think in like Hindu culture or whatever, they have these deities that would, in theory, give you godlike power. I guess if you were to become one or something.
Channel
I don't know exactly how it works.
Through you.
Right.
So I think it was more of like a channeling of a spirituality thing.
Well, yeah, there was the Monkey
From a
Man
deity,
in the painting.
Yeah, because like they were doing
big...
all that whole like they were giving you the lore of the Monkey Man, like he climbed too high,
which was way cooler than his mom dying.
Yeah, I would have just give me some cool mythology. That would be fun.
Yeah, I was hoping
gone more into it.
I was hoping they did exactly that and jump into the Monkey Man, and instead of flashbacks of him, we get to watch the Monkey Man shitting on people.
Yeah.
In the painting, he was like 40 feet tall and on a battlefield. And you're like, that would have been cooler than the 8-year-old crying.
But like they took less time on him growing into this Monkey Man figure than they did with the backstory. Like, because it would have just been cool to see a little more than one montage of him punching a sandbag.
Well,
and
had to be a training montage.
You have to have them.
You gotta have a training montage.
If your movie is over an hour and a half, there's a training montage in it.
But we did learn that you don't need technology or the best equipment. All you need is dude with a sense of rhythm.
What are the drums, Steve?
Oh crap! Tombolas.
Yeah, we were calling them bongos. I'm like, I know they're not bongos. That's not the right.
There's 50 varieties of every instrument.
Yeah.
But
no, he actually became the greatest Guitar Hero player ever.
He just had the Wii controller.
Yeah, he's just sitting there like, do da da. All right, cool. Play me some triplets.
And the guy playing the instrument was like, no, it's like this. And then he'd hit the bag, and then he goes, yes, now try this.
Yeah.
And then he'd hit the bag, and then it was just flurries of punches until the sand burst from it.
When I hit this note, it's a jab. When I hit this note, it's an uppercut. Now here we go.
It turns out it actually was a controller. This all was a video game. Bongo Dude was playing Monkey Man with the bongo controller.
Yeah.
That's how he did it.
What was the name of the monk person? The like
Alpha.
sort of like
Alpha.
like non-binary vibe.
Yeah, it was like a whole culture of that.
It
People
reminded me
who-
of the Island of Misfit Toys, which is just like kind of everybody that had anything outside of normal society was welcome there.
Yeah.
Which is
Welcome
kind of
in this
neat.
temple. Yeah, it was really cool, and to see them
Probably great parties.
become
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the like most badass parts of the movie. Like Dev Patel was great with his fist fighting, but then seeing these guys come in their armor and they have all the knives and
These
they're just
people,
Sorry.
Steve.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
But there's all kinds of stuff in society that's like we want to see strong this, strong that. This is how you do it. You let them wear whatever you want, and you go beat the fuck out of everybody.
Hell
That's how you
yeah.
do it. It's like
But like, I want to know their secret because none of them were training. They just all
they just knew.
they all just started
was in the
beating
back
people up.
with the
Yeah, no.
bongos.
No,
Everybody's putting the hammer down.
They got a note that said like remember who you are, and they're like, oh my god, we can kill people.
I forgot. I was a highly trained.
Oh yeah,
They all were members of the Indian Special Forces.
they're all just like sitting around playing bongos all day, and
They're
then
just
one
like-
day they're
And
like,
they were
you
all
know what?
super helpless. Like, how are we going to get the money? Our temple's going to be ruined. What do we do? Kill.
The fucking THC finally wore off, and they're like, oh shit, do you remember we used to kill people?
They were doing a lot harder stuff than THC.
Oh
I'll
my
tell
god,
you
yeah.
that. They
This
were
was like midsummer over
The
here.
root from a tree that a god planted.
Yeah,
And
and-
what,
Yo, you got that god shit?
you got that DMT.
well,
shit.
he literally said, this will kill a weak man, but help a strong. Like,
Right.
Like, it was like,
like, oh,
but help
so that's-
it will help a broken man, but it'll kill a weak man. And I was just like, he's the main character. He's going to be fine.
Of course he'll be fine. He'll probably go into a flashback, and then he'll have power.
They already showed me in the trailer that he was going to beat people up, and that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
So therefore,
Right, he spends
he'll be fine.
the first third of the movie getting his ass beat, but doing some kind of cool shit. I liked the like how he gets a job. He's like he starts working in the hotel to be able to get close to the guy that killed his mom.
Yeah, but like he had like a drive from the beginning where I'm like, I don't know where he learned this intel. Like they don't show
he
us
has
anything.
like this whole like spy network, and it's just there.
Yeah, and it's like, aren't you
And
just
then
some
you never
guy?
see it again.
Well, yeah, but he was in that underground fight stuff
Yeah, so he
anyways.
probably
Oh,
had
yeah,
it in
that's
there.
he
true.
knows
Okay.
all the ins and outs, and he lived in the slums and that kind of
He's
thing.
basically
He's Batman.
I was
That's- yeah.
I was gonna
sorry.
say Aladdin, you know.
Oh yeah,
Working
one
his
step.
way
trying
up
to
to
tie
power.
it culturally
Yeah.
to where the movie took place, Steve.
Batman could be Indian. We don't know.
I also called him
Bruce, the Indian fella. Yeah.
I also called him the Mockingjay for, you know, Hunger Games fans out there. Yeah, he's basically the Mockingjay.
What was it, right? 3 fingers?
Yeah, 3 fingers.
Probably means something bad by now.
Yeah,
but
no
hey.
shit.
Yeah.
Some group is
Nope,
taking over the.
we're doing it on
Mockingjay.
purpose and we mean it. Shit, it's the cops.
But yeah, so the whole time I was trying to figure out if he was trying to be like a vigilante in the way of helping people.
Yeah, like I didn't know if he was just gonna start like running around and like stopping everyday crimes.
Stopping crime. Yeah,
yeah.
That's what
Just-
I was thinking.
Because
was
like
gonna
they
happen.
they
I can't
built.
sell you this, dude. The monkey man's out tonight.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the monkey signals up in the air. No, but like they kind of frame the monkey man as like the savior of the people. He's the people's champion. So
well, he's
him
the-
not fighting to save people is kind of like, what are you doing?
right, but
Yeah.
also he becomes the symbol
Of
for
vengeance.
those that don't have a symbol.
Mm.
And they weren't allowed to have a symbol because they were just raping and murdering and burning their town because we
Right.
want to have total political domination
Because like they do kind of.
via religion.
Yeah, and like
Which
they
is
do
how you
start
really-
kind of throwing that in where like they throw in a couple scenes of like regular people being like, oh no, that's the monkey
That's the
man.
monkey
Like, yeah,
man.
no, rally behind him. But then they don't like really push the gas on anything to really drive home a point.
The only
until
thing, he loses those fights at the start, gets booed. Then he beats a couple faces in I don't know what it is. Wasn't he in Hardcore Henry?
Oh yeah, he was also in the A-Team.
Yeah,
that's not
a real.
It's not a real movie.
It's not a real movie.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what are we talking about?
Hardcore Henry at least did something cinematically that was new. First-person movie.
The announcer in the ring. Yeah. I think they called him Tiger.
The only guy that sounded different the whole film.
The only guy from New Zealand.
Fabulous accent for that job.
Yeah.
Just saying. It was cool. Yeah. But after he beats those faces, which are good guys, it's a wrestling term.
Yeah.
He beats those people, and they're like, okay, and then they start cheering for him, and that's where it kind of flips, and you see more of the peripheral people, whispering about the Monkey Man, then you see it, and that's kind of where it switches. But also conveniently, he used his skills to help the really shady dude with one leg that was like he kept the drugs in the cocaine den.
Oh, yeah.
Like he threw a fight to make him money so he could get a promotion, so he could get closer, and then he knew he would win the fight.
Right.
So, towards the end to save the temple type thing. So it's like,
yeah, that makes
he's a good guy, but he's using any means necessary to make money along the way.
Yeah. I think we're all kind of like 50-50 on this, where a lot of the story was kind of cool, and a lot of the scenes were cool, and the filmography was
like I love a good choreographed fist fight, and there was a lot of that,
especially in a room full of other fist fights.
Yeah,
they're great.
Although I will say this was one where, to me, the cuts between certain shots were very obvious to me. I think it was the way that they were doing the camera work, where they would kind of like flip really quick, and you can see the motion blurs, like, oh, that's where they cut the scene
and
between.
And you did bring this up, and it kind of did remind me where, like, if they were really trying to shoot most of the fight choreography in these like oneers kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like, you could really tell the cuts and where they're doing it, but it almost kind of reminded me of, like, I mean, I don't think you've seen these, but Michael has seen these, like the fighting in the Bourne series.
Now that's
where
cranked up to 11.
Yeah, it's super cranked. Like the camera's going all over the place. This reminded me of that, but you could actually follow the fights.
It was that, but you could see more than their head, shoulder, half torso.
Yeah, and it wasn't like 37 cuts for one punch. It was like, the camera shook, but it was kind of more explaining the impacts.
People died in an elevator. People died in a bathroom.
Yeah,
people died in a club. People died in a lounge.
And
a ring.
They
so
even reference John Wick at one point in the movie.
Yeah, they even do.
I'm pretty sure they can just assume people are going to go, oh, so it's John Wick.
If you don't nod, lambasted for it. Yeah.
As soon as they brought that puppy into, I'm like, that dog's going to die. I'm surprised.
They're going to shoot the puppy, and then he's going to put on a black suit, and then he puts on a black suit, and I'm like, come on, man.
Really? But the fighting style...
The puppy survived, right?
Yeah, the puppy survived.
The dog made it. All right.
The fighting style was still different from John Wick, though.
Yeah, it was more aggressive and less planned out. It was more reactionary.
It wasn't the gun fu or whatever they call
it. Yeah. What was it in fucking Equilibrium? Gankata.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah. Gankata.
Yeah, we did that. Follow us.
Yeah. That was a doozy of a film. Great movie.
We watched that?
Yeah, apparently. Anyway.
That was like a year ago.
Yeah, something like that. If anybody knows Equilibrium, sorry.
Well, you should have. We did a podcast on it.
Did we? Wait, we did a podcast on was I?
She was here in body, but not spirit.
Danielle was on autopilot.
Sorry,
she was already
ADHD.
training to be the Monkey Man.
Actually, I think that episode turned out pretty well, by the way.
It was actually a pretty good one. Yeah.
Sorry, Monkey Man.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, you'll have to watch us sometime. Check us out.
We're professional and know what we're doing. And
like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Do we have any other way to self-plug?
Yeah, Halloween.
We should probably do every film in the book.
Oh, yeah. EFB.
That's a great name for a podcast.
Oh, shit. stare at the camera. Anyway, Monkey Man.
Good enough. It had good enough parts in it to be a good movie, but there were significant parts of the movie where I had to remind myself it's his first one.
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of lacking moments. I think a lot of the character development lacked, although they dwelled on certain things. It didn't really add.
Didn't have the enough legs to stand.
Even with our antagonists, like the
didn't give a shit about that dude at
all.
Whatever the fuck his name was.
And they didn't need to add that he raped his mom.
Yeah, you don't need that.
He killed his mom, and then 50 minutes in, we learned, great, cool.
Yeah, it's like cool.
Oh, and we have to watch. Thanks.
They kind of connect that to the job that he has, where they're like selling sex, and like,
they didn't. Well, the girl he spends time with comes back once and hits somebody with a tray.
Yeah, she actually saves him,
which is cool because it's kind of like a chair shot in professional wrestling, and I'm a big fan of those. So that was kind of cool, but that was it.
Yeah,
and the ending was kind of like we assume everything was fine,
but it ends so abruptly. How do we know?
And
he killed the guys. That's fine. He avenges his mom, but if he dies, they don't have a leader to bring the people out.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a Moses, the Red Sea doesn't get parted.
Yeah. But that is a good point where it's the ending happens so abruptly, and it's one of those punch out endings where it's he gets stabbed. He does succeed in his goal, but you don't know if it's actually going to do anything. He just kind of passes out, the screen goes blank, and then we get credits.
And that is one way to either set up a sequel or just leave it.
Never do anything.
Yeah, and I swear to God, if they make Monkey Man 2 and the first scene is just a camera slowly panning down onto his face, and then the one eye opens, and then it's Monkey Man 2.
That would be how it happens.
And then fucking Linkin Park comes on. I'm bringing it full circle.
It pans to that was good, Steve. Not bad. It pans to the mask that he threw off.
Yeah.
And something is calling the mask back to him, and it comes over his face, and then his eyes open. That's yeah. All right, it only this was 10 mil?
10 mil.
All right, we could probably get that together.
Yeah, we can do it.
We'll make Monkey Man 2.
Anybody out there with 10
we're gonna throw a boxing fight.
Yes.
I get a promotion.
We'll make our money, yeah.
So wait, are we fighting and then we're gonna throw the fight?
No, I can fight somebody else.
Okay, because I don't want to get punched.
And then I get a promotion.
Okay.
You can be the dog, and bring me a gun.
Okay.
And
I'm good at running.
You can
teach
just
me
stop
how to
right
box.
There. So
she can teach me how to box.
Oh, I'll play drums, I guess.
Yeah, because I can't. Your fighting would be terrible if I had to play the drums.
Be so out of rhythm.
It'd be awkward. You'd be standing in weird stance. But
yeah, I've seen you play Guitar Hero.
Good. Fuck you. Good enough stuff to be a good movie.
Yeah.
A few things that I know. There's no way Jordan Peele didn't say. The next one we gotta because it was over by the time it got released. It was too late to change stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he had hell of notes.
Yeah, and I will say,
not like the guy can't
realize
what he needs to
do.
But
you don't feel Jordan Peele's kind of footprint on this,
which is good.
Yeah, which is nice because he became this big time horror director, all that stuff, and you would feel like he would try and throw something in there to try and put his stamp on it, but he really let
being there.
Exactly, but he let this guy, run his course, tell the story he wanted to tell. It had some problems,
but if you're trying to make a cool ass movie about a monkey man, that's what you do.
Yeah,
right?
you give me a little bit of action, you give me a little bit of lore, you give me a little bit of character development,
mysticism,
but you just don't really hit on any of those as much as I think you would need to really tell this story successfully, I guess.
Yeah. It's kind of in the popcorn movie category for me where you can sit down and I guess enjoy the the fact that you're watching a movie and there's some cool parts.
If you got to send an email or make a phone call, you don't have to pause.
It's fine.
It.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a pause movie.
You hit the mute button, not the pause button.
Unless you miss some of the fist fight, then maybe rewind it.
That's a strict. I know. For me, it's I'll tell people, and not even in my own house. I gotta pee. pause this.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where I'll just go pee.
Yeah.
I don't need to see.
That's okay. I get what happens.
And if I leave a theater seat to go to the bathroom, garbage.
But yeah, if this is your type of movie, a little bit of action, a little bit of lore, maybe you'll like it, and maybe you won't.
I think we can just kind of throw out some stuff we liked because we kind of beat the shit out of it a little bit. The bleach in the cocaine to get him to go to the bathroom. I liked that.
Wouldn't that kill him?
It
like snorting bleach?
Not a cokehead villain.
It just made his nose bleed.
Yeah.
He's just
it
like,
would burn like
walk
crazy,
this
and he'd
off.
want to like
like flush his sinuses.
What do they
get some nasal spray?
Neti pot. Yeah.
Oh, neti pot.
You see the big tough guy in there.
They should have put that in so when he came in with the gun, he was like doing the neti pot.
Yeah.
Dude, I understand you want to kill me. Just give me like 10 more minutes.
I knew he wasn't going to kill him in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
But he should have tried to stab him, not a switch.
Yeah.
Like, movie's over. Movie's over. And he just didn't do that. And then
he was threatening with the gun, and he didn't use the gun that he was.
And he was standing.
What was
way
the purpose
too
of the
close
gun?
to him.
Yeah.
Don't put it in his reach.
All right.
They
In
just
his
can't cross the
defense, the guy who sold him the gun was like, "Hey, you're gonna have to be close for this to be accurate, but not that fucking
it's a
close."
3-stall
6
bathroom.
feet away is
Yeah,
really
COVID
great,
rules, guys.
yeah.
Come on, 6 feet
He
and then
can't
pull.
reach it, but you can aim.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit of room to like
And-
dive back if you need.
And that was a regular. I think it was a 357 revolver. But
The
that
most
wasn't even
powerful handgun in the world.
That's not. It's not. It's
Back
not.
in Dirty Harry times, it was
perfect.
Yeah, 40,
never jams.
44 Magnum.
Oh, 44
Then
Magnum.
they have a 45, which is a little bigger bullet.
What about a 47?
They don't have a 47.
How about
There
a
are
57?
There are some big flat half
Alright.
caliber. Yeah. Anyway, there's bigger handguns now that he could have used.
Sure.
Desert Eagle 5.0.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
.50. And
No,
yours has
but-
replica written on the side of it.
Thank you for the snatch
Monkey Man.
reference.
Yeah. Monkey Man.
No, but yeah, I mean, I don't think we have to go any further into
No.
it. Like, if you want to give Dev Patel a shot as a director, I think definitely check it out. It's at least worth a watch.
Tall, handsome guy beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, like
Well done.
you're not gonna come out of this being like, "Oh my god, that was great," but you're gonna be like, "All right, I watched the movie. It was fun. It's under 2 hours, I think." And
The leading guy's hot,
yeah, he's hot.
so he's
He
at
takes
least
his
something
shirt
to
off
look
a
at.
couple times. Yeah,
Yeah.
6-pack. Nom, nom, nom.
And he wasn't your traditional do a cycle of steroids before the Marvel movie.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
He was
Yeah,
just
he
fit.
was a regular dude that like ate clean and
Yeah.
worked out, and that's attainable.
And that's what you look like.
I don't
And
know
now
about the
he's a monkey
6'5"
man.
part. But
Now he's a monkey man.
yeah. I do kind of. I would like to find out where they got that mask because I'm gonna need to. I haven't bought a mask in a few years. And I
Oh, yeah,
I
Halloween
need to
this year.
actually start increasing my catalog of masks again.
Tune in next week.
The next,
And-
yeah.
2 weeks. We post every 2 weeks.
I forget how this show
Tune
works.
in next time
Tune
for
into
Michael
our
being
regularly. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
being a
Michael
monkey
will
man.
be the Michael man.
The
Monkey
man.
Monkey man.
Michael's the monkey man. It was me all along, Steve. I'm actually Dev Patel.
Oh God.
Well, thanks for listening.
Yep.
Yeah.
On Super Monkey Monday.
On Monkey Mondays.
Super Monkey Monday.
But yeah, we'll catch you guys next time, and we'll be into fall. Bye everybody.